use the Kaleidos Club Nebula Angelica Nisquik. Oh, I butchered her last name. I'm so sorry. This is what we use today. I am quite impressed. I think this blended really well. My blue went in good. It's not patchy. Some palettes I go to use when I go to use like a darker color on the outside, and like it gets patchy. I don't understand why. Like, you can see how hooded my eyes are. I have hooded eyes. Alright, if it looks a little dirty on the forehead, it's because it is, okay? I'm gonna work in the heat in a tin can factory. Things don't go well. Everybody's surprised that my makeup lasts all day because, listen, I got this cake face down to the little science over here to where it will last me my whole work shift. Also, I try not to touch my face. That helps too. So let's go on with the shades. So for the crease area, we have the shade Red Giant. So that's in our crease. And I went right above it with the shade Samus. Samus is right above it. And on the outer corner for our darker shade is the shade Void. And then for the whole crease is the shade Firefly. That's such a pretty shade. I love it. I'll probably end up hitting a pan on that probably first, I'm guessing, in this palette. And in the inner corner highlight is the shade Nova. So yeah, that's pretty nice. Nebula is a very pretty shade too. I ain't use it, but I probably will. So that is our eyes. Lips, I really like this nude. It is the ColourPop Ultra Matte Lip in the shade Trap. This has lasted so well, look. Barely a budge. I made a sandwich today, chicken salad sandwich, because I gotta eat light at work. Chips, a coffee this morning, Sprite, Coke, 2 bottles of water, and now I have my second iced coffee of the day. Yeah, I'm that person. I will at midnight, 1 o'clock, make myself an iced coffee, because that's who I am. Yeah, so that's our look today. Oh, you wanted to know how I feel about the I Heart Revolution highlight? This is in the shade Blondie. Beautiful. Look at it. She is gleaming. I love it. So that's how I feel. Goodbye. I haven't used the other one, Archie, yet, but Blondie, on point. Alright, so let's go to Tuesday. I'm still hoping my missing package I was put in the wrong mailbox is going to just pop up magically. Mainly because it was 60 bucks and it was a bundle of 3 palettes. I got the Natasha Denona Tropic one, you know, the blue palette with the beautiful shades, and then like 2 mini Huda Beauty palettes. I mean, I'm not mad, but I am sad. Just a little sad, you know? But there's still hopes. Alright, so let's go to Tuesday's look. Alright, so this is our Tuesday look. Looking a little wild. I am a little separated here, but that is from the weather and sweat, because I have sweated today. Today's Tuesday's look, right? And it's hotter than Satan's butthole outside. It's lovely. It's not lovely. I've just chosen that career path of working in tin can buildings and putting parts on stuff and putting parts off. It's okay though. I don't mind. Okay, so we used today for Tuesday's look is the Club Nebula Kaleidos palette times Angelica Nyquist. Ooh, I think I said it almost right that time. Yes, this is what we're wearing. Yes, I know, I wore it 2 days in a row. What? Who am I? So I started off in our little crease area with the shade Samus. Use the shade Samus there. And then right above it, which I used the shade Gravity. And on the outer corner here is the shade Clone. So all over the crease here is the shade Nebula. I cannot wait to get my hands in that shade. I had to use it. So we have Club Nebula. And our inner corner highlight is the shade Firefly. I'm gonna be real sad when that shade's like gone out of the palette for sure. But yeah, those are eyes. And then lips is the shade Trap from ColourPop. It's their ultra matte lip. And I am loving it. It'll last all day through like anything. Probably could like an apocalypse, but that's okay. Let's hope that doesn't happen though. Yeah. I love it. I think it's my new favorite lip. It could be right next to the shade Bow Babe from More. Let me know if you guys want to see a my favorite new lipstick video, because I can do that. I could totally do that for sure. Alright, so let's go to Wednesday's look. Alright, so let's go into our Wednesday's look. I got foundation on my cat gauge. That's okay, that happens. I'm never getting on this one, just this one side. What is that? So we use the XX Revolution Powerpuff Girls palette here. Yeah. Bubbles, Blossom, and Buttercup. I only use the Buttercup and Blossom side today, so we start off on the Buttercup side. I use this nice light brown over in our crease and over the lid area, and I went into this grungy yellow right here, and right above, and on the outer portion is this red brown. And then we went over to the Blossom side, right into the orange, which I thought it was duochrome like. It's not. I lied to myself. Sometimes shades look a little shifty, you know? So I was like, ooh, shifty shade. And I put it on as just orange. I'm like, okay, we'll work with it today. We'll work with it. But that's what I get though. For getting up with only 20 minutes to get ready. That was my fault. Yes, this is 20 minutes worth of glam. Today. And then for the inner corner highlight, I went back in the Buttercup and went to this nice white shade. And let me tell you what, this is currently on sale on the Beauty Bay website, and I do recommend this. This is nice to use. Everything blends out fine. I'm not patchy on the outside corners. The shimmers are beautiful. But I also have help though amplifying my shimmers, because this amplifies my shimmers right here. Oh. I'm gonna throw everything, okay? It's the NYX glitter glue. This is great for amplifying those shimmers. So if you got palettes you want to get rid of because you ain't liking the shimmers, I recommend this under it. And then put your shimmers over, because boom, boom. I've got rid of quite a few palettes because I didn't like the shimmers on it. And now I have regrets because I wish I should have kept them things. But that's okay. Lips are ColourPop Ultra Matte Lip shade Trap. This will last you through the whole apocalypse, I swear. I have drank so much food, or drank so much waters. I actually haven't drank water today. I drank some Sprite. I'm gonna do red coffee, you know. I've ate a sandwich. It's still there. I don't even try to preserve my lipstick at all. It's just if it stays on all day, good for me. If it don't, it don't. But yeah, that is our look today. And I'm like, I like my highlight. It's from Natasha Denona blush palette, Daria. And I'm using the shade, just this one. And that highlight. No, that highlight. Yes, that's that. But this almost looks like Blondie from I Heart Revolution. So, you know, it's up in there. So that's cool. Yeah, so that's our Wednesdays and looks. Let's go to Thursday. Alright, so this is Thursday's look. I keep thinking it's Friday, but it's not. You ever watch the Hunger Games? I feel like Katniss Everdeen when she comes out in her little fire uniform, you know? That's the vibes I'm getting from my eyeshadow today. And I use the Jeffree Star Prick palette. I really don't use this enough, really. But that is pretty nice. I'll give it that. It blends very well. Yeah, so look, my hair's not that much of a mess today. Alright, so I started off with the shade. Oh, I shoved my whole finger in that shade. Okay, so I used the shade Forge first. I had it all over my lid and crease area. And then I went above it with Papaya Latex, which is this one. And then I went above that. Well, I mixed Papaya Latex and the shade Vitamin C word together. So I mixed these two shades together. Whatever. And then to blend all that out, I went into the shade Cutting Edge, which is this one right here. Cutting Edge to blend it all out to the crease. And on the outside is the shade Double Crossed. So that would be in the crease area. And I have two shimmers on the lid. We have the shade Fashion Horn on our crease. And on the outside is Glimmer of Hope. So yeah, that is our, inner corner highlight is the shade Pale in Comparison, which is this. So that's our eyeballs today. Not bad. So yeah, that was pretty nice. Alpha Centauri. Sometimes I forget how much I like a palette until I use the palette because, well, if you're currently watching my makeup collection videos, you know I have a pretty big collection, which I'm okay with. I like my big collection. Also, speaking of big collection headage, I have 5 palettes to show you that just came in the mail today. It's from Sample Beauty, but for all 5 palettes together, I spent $47 and some change on Mercari. So let me show you all 5 of the palettes I bought in a bundle. They're barely used, so 90% of the palettes are not touched, which is nice. She packed them really great too. I was really happy. So we'll start with the Equalizer Volume 1. Packaging's pretty bland, but that's okay. So here's this one. There's our shades for the Equalizer Volume 1. Now, you're probably going to ask me, how do I like these? Well, I'll tell you, I don't know. I haven't used them yet. Well, why not spend $47 and get a bundle of 5 to try? Hopper, though, looks really pretty in this palette. Tequila is like a lime green shade. Gin and Thunder. Okay, so then we have the Equalizer Volume 2. I like how they just changed the colors of the words. This one you can clearly see has some more usage on these 3 shades, which is fine. They're probably like they're putty shades, so she probably just used these like one time, and it looks like it's been used like 1,000 times. So that's I'm wiping it on my shirt, and my shirt's white as you can tell, but I wore it to work, so it don't matter. But yeah, ooh, old clock. Ooh, ooh, it's so pretty. Yeah, they're really I'll just make on my shirt, but I don't care. At this point in time, they're really putty filling shades, so you're probably gonna want to brush like. You're probably gonna want something like this, where it's lightly packed, or a smaller, looser packed. If that makes any sense, but. And then this shade here has a little bit of usage on it. That's still not too bad though. So I'm excited to use this. Yes, I know a lot of people don't want to use a pre-owned palette or something that's been touched once or twice, which is fine. That's your preference. My preference is I don't care. I just don't buy things that have been hit pan on. That's just, no thank you. Or where they try us out with the broken pans. No thanks. Light usage is fine. To me, I don't care. And then we have the third one from Sample Beauty is the Plush, a little Plush palette. And this one's so cute. Oh, look. I swatched this shade earlier. This has a little bit of usage, Not that bad though. Antique looks like a really pretty shade. Let's swatch it. What could go wrong over here? Ooh. There's the shade Classy. That's the I swatched it earlier. Oh my god. So pretty. I swatched it really well. It's like a soft matte for the mattes. I got a makeup wipe out for that blue. Then we have the Blooming Lovely palette. So I spent about, I got 5 palettes, about under $10 each a piece. That's not bad. The only one that looks like it's been swatched is the shade Stigma. Nothing else has been touched in here. So that's the Blooming Lovely palette. I actually had this one on my wish list. Ooh, they are in bundles on sale on Beauty Bay if you're interested. And then the last one out of the 5 is the Paragon Shift palette. I don't know, I probably said that wrong, but. And this one has not been touched at all. Well, it looks like 1, 2, 3 shades have been swatched. That's it. That's still not bad. But here's this palette. So pretty, so many color combinations. Oh. Okay, so yeah, that is my current palette mail haul. I don't have anything else coming in the mail right now. Give me time. But yeah. So let's go to Friday's look. And this is our Friday's look. A very pretty, nice, subtle, neutral, sultry. We're looking a little sultry today. Also, my ears are healed up to where I can slip my little earrings under my gauge. So that's exciting. I kind of can't use my second hole because it's too close to where my gauges are, and it's just too much of a collision course. So yeah, my husband bought these from when it was a gift from him after I got out of my surgery last year, and they're so pretty. He got me three different pairs, and they're all so cute. So, yeah. So let's show you what's on the eyes. Today is the Huda Beauty Naughty palette. These palettes, I like these palettes that are in this packaging, but let me tell you what. If you have cats or anything with hair, this catches any and all hair. So I did start out with the shade Arouse all over our lid, and went above it with the shade Flirty. And then on the outer portion is the shade Untamed. All over our lid is the shade Passion. That's such a pretty color. I love it. It's a nice, pretty purple, blue purple. Oh, it's so pretty. And inner corner is the shade Shameless. I was really impressed with this palette. I think I'm going to get a lot of looks with this for sure. So out of all the palettes, I used 4 out of the 5 palettes this week. So I think what I'm going to start doing is just only choosing 4 palettes. Because anything more than that does not get used. So we used a Prig palette this week, Club Nebula, Naughty, and the XX Revolution palette. It's the Powerpuff Girls. So out of the one that didn't get used is the Too Faced That's My Jam palette. So I didn't get used, but that's okay. We'll put it back up in our collection. It'll get used sometime or another. So out of the 4 palettes I gravitated to and used this week, I ended up using Club Nebula the most. This was my most used palette this week. And it blends so well. The shimmers are my favorite thing in this palette. So that's it. That was my favorite palette of the week. I don't really think I have a certain particular look. I did use a different eye primer though. I used the Too Faced Shadow Insurance. Like, it looks really pretty. It's nice and soft. So yeah, tell me, what was your favorite look this week? What was your favorite palette of the week? Let me know. I always want to know. Yeah, so thanks for watching. Hope to see you next one. Bye.